Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. They call me the Heart Whisperer of Japan. I may have been born in America, trained in the corridors of Western medicine, but after 4 decades living among the gentle rhythms of Japanese life-serving patients from rice farming villages to the elderly monks in Kyoto, I've come to see that the key to longevity is not in surgeries or prescriptions. It's in what we eat every day, quietly and without fanfare. If there's one truth I've learned from treating over 10,000 patients across the cultures, it's this: heart attacks don't begin in the heart, they begin in the arteries. And if you wait until pain arrives in your chest, it may already be too late. So today, let me walk you through the quiet battle happening inside your blood vessels and how 7 powerful foods can help clean your arteries, restore blood flow, and perhaps even prevent the heart attack that never needs to happen. The farmer who almost didn't make it. It was the winter of 2013. A patient named Takashi, 71, was brought to my clinic by his wife. He was pale, quiet, and said nothing at first. Then he whispered, "I can't walk to the edge of my rice field anymore. My legs go numb. My chest feels tight when I try." I knew immediately what was happening. His heart wasn't failing yet, but his arteries were. Years of buildup, inflammation, and silent narrowing had reduced the blood flow to a trickle. He was on the edge of disaster, but not beyond return. I asked him one question: "Are you ready to change what you put on your plate?" His answer thankfully was yes. And together, we began the journey. What really happens in your arteries? Your arteries are the highways of your body. They carry oxygen-rich blood from the heart to every tissue. But over time, those highways can become clogged with plaque, a sticky mixture of cholesterol, calcium, and cellular waste. This process, called atherosclerosis, is fueled by processed foods, excess sugar, and unhealthy fats, chronic inflammation, high blood pressure, smoking, or inactivity. Clogged arteries lead to restricted blood flow. Restricted blood flow leads to heart attacks, strokes, and sudden death. But here's the miracle of the body. Plaque buildup can be slowed, stopped, and in some cases, reversed when the right foods are eaten consistently. Let me show you what I gave Takashi. 1. Garlic, the artery relaxer. Garlic is more than a flavor, it's a medicine. Compounds like allicin and garlic lower LDL cholesterol, the bad kind, reduce blood pressure, improve arterial elasticity, decrease plaque formation. A 2016 study in the Journal of Nutrition showed that aged garlic extract slowed the progression of coronary artery calcification in patients with existing plaque. Takashi began eating 1 small clove of raw garlic, finely chopped and mixed into miso soup or tofu, 4 times per week. Within 2 months, his blood pressure had dropped 15 points. 2. Avocados, the cholesterol balancer. Avocados are rich in monounsaturated fats, which lower LDL cholesterol, increase HDL cholesterol, the good kind, decrease oxidized LDL, which forms plaque. They're also high in potassium, for blood pressure control, vitamin E, an antioxidant that protects arterial walls, fiber, which supports cholesterol elimination. In a 2015 study published in the Journal of the American Heart Association, participants who ate 1 avocado per day had significantly reduced LDL cholesterol and inflammation markers. Takashi replaced his afternoon rice cracker snack with half an avocado, sprinkled with sea salt and a squeeze of lemon. 3. Fatty fish, the anti-inflammatory shield. Salmon, sardines, and mackerel are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, particularly EPA and DHA. These fats lower triglycerides, reduce inflammation in the arteries, prevent blood clot formation, improve endothelial function, the inner lining of the arteries. The American Heart Association recommends at least 2 servings of fatty fish per week. For heart protection, Takashi began eating grilled salmon twice a week and canned sardines with his soba noodles on Sunday evenings. Within 3 months, his cholesterol profile had shifted dramatically. 4. Berries, the vessel protectors. Strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, all of them are packed with anthocyanins, which reduce blood pressure, lower oxidative stress, improve endothelial function, inhibit plaque formation. A large cohort study from Harvard found that people who ate 3 or more servings of blueberries and strawberries per week had a 30% lower risk of heart attack. I encouraged Takashi to eat a bowl of fresh or frozen berries with his breakfast, or blend it into yogurt with a bit of cinnamon. Over time, his circulation improved. His feet no longer felt cold. His energy returned. Fiber leafy greens, the nitrate boosters, spinach, kale, chard, and mustard greens are rich in natural nitrates, which the body converts into nitric oxide. Nitric oxide relaxes blood vessels, lowers blood pressure, improves blood flow, prevents arterial stiffness. Greens are also rich in magnesium, which supports vascular tone, vitamin K1, which regulates calcium to avoid arterial calcification. In a 2017 Australian study, people who ate 1 serving of leafy greens daily had better arterial dilation and lower blood pressure than those who didn't. Takashi began adding spinach to his soups, stir-fries, and bento boxes. It was a simple return to tradition, and his arteries responded. 6. Turmeric, the inflammation fighter. Turmeric, and specifically its active compound curcumin, is a powerful anti-inflammatory agent. In the arteries, it reduces inflammation, lowers oxidative stress, inhibits the growth of fatty streaks, an early sign of atherosclerosis. Curcumin also helps maintain vascular endothelial health, the single most important factor in preventing cardiovascular disease. Studies show that curcumin supplementation leads to reduced arterial stiffness and improved blood vessel function. Takashi began adding turmeric to his soups and teas, often with a pinch of black pepper for better absorption. He called it golden medicine. 7. Nuts, the heart's daily armor. Walnuts, almonds, and pistachios are rich in monounsaturated fats, arginine, an amino acid that helps make nitric oxide, magnesium and potassium, plant sterols, which lower cholesterol. Eating a small handful, about 28 grams, of nuts daily has been shown to lower total and LDL cholesterol, reduce inflammation markers, improve arterial function. Takashi carried a small jar of mixed nuts with him wherever he went. When others reached for sweets, he reached for strength. 3 months later, Takashi returned to my clinic, standing straighter. His walking distance had doubled. His chest pain was gone. His blood pressure and lipid profile had normalized without additional medications. "I didn't just change my food," he said. "I changed my relationship with life." That's the power of healing from the inside out. Science summary: how these 7 foods protect your arteries. Each of these foods contributes in unique ways. Garlic reduces blood pressure and plaque formation. Avocados balance cholesterol, reduce oxidized LDL. Fatty fish decrease inflammation and improve vessel function. Berries protect vessel walls and lower heart attack risk. Leafy greens boost nitric oxide and vascular health. Turmeric fights inflammation and protects artery lining. Nuts provide healthy fats and compounds that support dilation and elasticity. Backed by decades of nutritional science and real-world clinical outcomes, these foods form a protective circle around your arteries, guarding them from the slow, silent damage that leads to heart disease. Final words from Dr. Raymond Kondo. In medicine, we often rush to act when the heart screams, but I have learned to listen when the arteries whisper. That tightness in the chest, that heaviness in the legs, that fatigue that comes too soon. These are not signs of aging. They are warnings, and they are reversible if we act early. So I ask you, not as a doctor, but as someone who has sat beside both the recovering and the grieving, let your kitchen be your clinic. Let your food be your protector. Let your plate be your daily active prevention. If this story moved you or taught you something new, I invite you to like this video, comment below with what food you'll begin adding to your life, and subscribe to this channel for more heart-centered, science-backed wisdom delivered with care from someone who has spent a lifetime listening to the body's quietest signals.